I'm not too sure how I feel about this. We've been given so much starting cash, but we have so much Vortex to take down. With 6 Paragons for a change, lovely. Don't worry, with the power of a big moolah and hopefully a BRF at some point, we will be able to get through all this. By the way, with double cash, you're able to start with 40,400. There's that monkey knowledge point that grants you an extra 200 starting cash, which is very nice. Now, I think for this run, especially for normal Vortex, you wanted to get yourself an Ultra Boost as soon as possible because you only have so many tier 5s that can deal a big amount of damage. Especially considering the Ninja Kiwi banned Super Monkeys, you knew what you were doing there. Yeah, 350% Vortex is no joke, but this starting cash was definitely no joke. But with that in mind, I feel like each tier has been geared up. So, for example, tier 1 is actually going to feel like a tier 2 boss. And then when we get to tier 5, then we'll probably enter the mythical tier 6 boss. Unless of course you're Ryan, and then you have that mod that enables you to go up against a Bloons, which has 1 billion HP. So with 6 Paragons, that means there are only going to be 3 of them in which we cannot summon, and I think we're going to have ourselves a bit of a field day here when it comes to the non-primary Paragons. Sorry to all those that love the Apex Plasma Master, the Glaive Dominus, and the Crucible Steel and Flame, but I don't think you're going to make the cut for this video. Well, the Glaive Dominus may help us out in tier 2. I know this sounds rather crazy, but we might get ourselves a Banana Central before the lead spawn. I know it sounds crazy, but Ninja Kiwi has given us enough money along with double cash mode. I definitely paid for that one, by the way. I don't even know why I said that, to be honest. Like, I need to state that I paid for a certain feature to be put into my game. So we get around 78k for all of this, and that is going to be enough to put you down onto the field. But rather than getting ourselves a whole bunch of farms over here, we're going to overclock this tier 5 behemoth. Right, can we defend against round 27? That is going to be a very good question with an answer that may be apparent as to being yes. Our defenses until round 40. Right, we're going to go all the way. We're not even going to put down some farms for the time being. We're getting ourselves some more money for the tier 5 middle path engineer. And here it is, the beloved Banana Central paired with the Ultra Boost so that we can get ourselves the maximum amount of moolah at near the very start of the game before tier 1 Vortex. If you see my insert number of Paragons at degree level 100 videos, you know where we are going to go with this. You know what, I don't think we're having enough Ultra Boosts activated. I think we're going to need even more Ultra Boosts to be activated. So, global cooldowns for abilities reduced by 20%. Throughout every single boss event that we have ever had, what has been your favourite one of all of them? Personally, I loved the chaos of the Chimps Cubism Elite Bloons. That one for me just sticks right at home for me because I always do a lot of Chimps videos, and that was just a heck of a lot of fun. But I don't think the MAD is going to be enough in order to help us out here. I feel like we're going to need even more firepower. And, well, we're going to get the Goliath Doom Ship anyway, so perfect time to start farming for the Goliath Doom Ship pops when it comes to the Paragons. And, you are very fast, and that health bar is not going down at all. Right, it's time for a 5-star mad suplex on this Vortex. Well, this looks good. Besides the fact that we keep being stunned. Okay, they might be leaking. Druid of the Jungle's Bounty, please. I need you to catch all of the loose balloons, which are gonna try and get past for our defenses. Sometimes I feel like the balloons are invulnerable, not just the fact that, well, They're going very fast, but I feel like there are certain points in time when they are sped up by vortexes when they're just completely immune to attacks. Right, we're going to the forest. I am not chancing anything when it comes to these small hellions trying to whisk their way through the exit. I did hear that every once in a while there is the mythical yellow balloon that just transcends time and space and goes straight to the exit. But at the moment, it looks like the mad is enough in order to defend against all of this. I know, very mad for me to assume that we may need more than just the mad for a tier 1 boss with 350% HP. Right, I'm done with ultra boosting this banana central, and we have got one more skull to go through. We're just stop being disabled. I know this was a bad spot, but I just like for it to accommodate our starting towers over here. You know, get some more pop money, if that even makes any sense. Pop money. What am I talking about? I think we are well on our way to be able to getting a humongous Monkeyopolis in this scenario. This is not about doing it in the least amount of cash. This is about sending a message. We're using up every single inch of resort that we can, which even means going on water, because when this gets up to times 10, this is now affected 135k Monkeyopolis spendings. Now you may be asking yourself, how do you do this? Number 1, park your desired village next to another village. Number 2, apply 10 ultra boost abilities to your monkey city, and also have this one at monkey city as well, so that then, voila, you also get bonus cash because you're next to another monkey city. Your services are no longer needed, Spirit of the Forest. Another BRF. Do you think this is enough financial means? Of course not. It's never enough. Right, time to reapply the Ultra Boost to the Banana Central since I've relocated it, but I'd rather it not be disabled every 5 seconds. I think that's far away enough from the start of the track to use this. We do want a Sentry Paragon at some point. No! Not that Sentry Paragon, I'm talking about this one over here. I love my XXXL trap against camo balloons. What a poor first start of a demonstration of the XXXL trap to this scenario. Right, end of round 59, we have our defenses ready for round 60. We will give a Goliath... Sorry, the Glaive Top. They both have the same initials, okay? That's why I got mixed up. Okay, round 60. Just unleash all of our turbochargers and permacharge to get a little bit more poppage for when we have the money for the Paragon. Degree 33, that should be enough to defend against this tier, and it definitely will be. Maybe I invested a little bit too much. Maybe I should just went with a degree 1. Yeah, I think I definitely invested too much in our Glaive Dominus. This is just melting it down. Like, you're not really doing a huge amount there, Flying Fortress. Come on, keep up with the times, man. You're up against a boomerang Paragon. Here we go. Goodbye. Right, the first definite Paragon in which we're going to get for this game when it comes to long term is going to be the one and only Ascended Shadow. But don't worry, it's not going to take long to be able to get to this point. Double cash is doesn't really even matter anymore, to be honest. Yeah, I think at times the Flying Fortress is really stealing the show here. Is it? Only slightly. You know what? 1.5 million. We're going to get that amount, and then we will upgrade this up to the Ascended Shadow. Right here. Right now. 1.5 million with a 55 Ascended Shadow. What do we do from here on out now? Magic. I feel like there's some similarities between a computer IT guy at work who knows how to switch logins in and out, you know, the guy that ensures that your software is up to date and all those shenanigans in security as well. You may find out that you are no longer able to log into your account, and also a wizard who can wield the powers of fire. just don't annoy them, okay? Unless of course you're a purple balloon, then you could do what you like against a wizard. But then again, if they have that whiff of necromancy, then you might be in for trouble. And make it triple. But I think that's enough ultra boosts on our banana central. I know, very, very blasphemy. But I'm gonna put you on the flying fortress now so that you do even more steals. But mainly just even more pops. Although you got barely any pops so far. What is up with you, Flying Fortress? Right, before we get ourselves the Magus Perfectus, what we're going to be doing here is summoning all the wizards of which we can, and also get some more moolah so that then we can have an even more powerful Magus Perfectus rather than just an itsy bitsy little one. But so far things are looking pretty swell, but then again we are stunned. I'm pretty stunned with our performance. I think anyways. Could you stop stunning my shit? I'd like to summon my power, thank you very much, and sure, if you hear that outside, it is a helicopter. We just don't have any helicopters in the game. We don't get a Paragon from the helicopter so far. Okay, come on please. Summon a few more phoenixes, please. So only the Ascended Shadow was required for this. You got quite a few pops there, didn't ya? Right, time for another 1.5 million smacks invested into a Paragon. Pair you. Oh, degree 45. Not as high as I'd like, but then again, you are a higher cost Paragon than the Ascended Shadow over here. I'm sorry, XXXL Trap, but we're definitely gonna need some form of pops for our Supermons. You can never be too prepared for when it comes to balloons. Especially that evasive yellow balloon. You want to watch out for those. I'm not talking about any old yellow balloon. I'm talking about the yellow balloon. Because we do have a 60 tower limit, we can't just spam out a whole bunch of favored trays around a Lord of the Abyss. So, apologies, but I keep changing my mind as to what I want to do with this build. Right, time for tier 4 boss. Results may vary if you are the boss itself or the player who is going to just lay waste to the boss. Okay. Mega massive munitions factory. Max that out with the money which we have. Degree 47. Not the best, but we will make do with what we have. Obviously, with the fact that this is probably not the best spot for it because it keeps being stunned. Right, Metamorphosis, I'm going to need you and your powers to just absolutely slay this behemoth, because obviously parking you here was an absolutely dumb idea. I'm going to need the ability back up and running at some point pretty soon. Please, there we go. Magus Perfectus, you are the star of tier 4. Hopefully your ability shall last. It does last. Brilliant. No, you're absorbing souls. Yeah, that made it pretty far. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty annoying. This just keeps being stunned. Even though people say that this is probably one of the best spots because it's not the end of a map, so therefore you're not wasting its pops. Hey, look at that. Another 1.5 million. Let's put you into the Master Builder. Let's get those levels up on your self-overclocking. Degree 54, that's good. Although, I should have put you somewhere else probably. You're going to be incredibly stunned. I have an opinion, and I hope you're going to listen to this one. If if Arctic winds can freeze water at tier 3, then why doesn't either Abyss Dweller or Abyssal Warrior enable like naval only units to be summoned around them? Not just Lord of the Abyss. Yeah, I think 1.5 million into each Paragon so far has probably been a bit too much. Especially since we got like a 6 Paragon degree limit. Not as in like the amount of degrees we can put per Paragon, but the amount of them we can have on the field at any given point in time. Right, let's sell everything and see how much we have. You know what? I think you're not going to be a particularly high degree here, Native Ark of the Seas. Your purpose is to buff the Goliath Doom ship after all. 34, that's not bad. I'm going to get rid of you. Right, Ben, my dude, my man, you've supported me throughout this entire run. But you and your 291,299 build in comparison to our huge monolith of a Monkeyopolis, but you are still wonderful when you lasted. But now your 657 is going to hopefully give us a bit better of a Goliath Doom ship here. So let's see what we can do with this. Degree level 55. You know what? We'll take it, as we are about to go up against the one and only tier 5 Vortex with an outstanding amount of HP. 170 million! No! Oh, I think we've truly lost this one. This is going to be like Monkey Meadows all over again. I think the placement of my Paragons is truly rubbish, to be honest. It's just going to stun everything that's not the Goliath. Yeah, it's just going to take such a long time to come back up and running. I need you to absorb souls. No, not take away souls. Absorb them. This is looking very bad at the moment. Okay, I need all of the firepower which I can wield. We're still so far away. Oh, gosh, I'm not feeling confident about this. Not one bit am I feeling confident. Perhaps I should have spread out my Paragons a bit more, but YOLO. Yes, any strategies when it comes to insta-killing a 117 million HP Vortex using the Spy Paragon? Anyone? Excuse me? Goliath, why are you disabled? You're the one I need right now, my mans. Please don't be disabled for too long. Oh, this is why I don't like Vortex. He's just stupidly OP. So indiscriminate with his stuns and all that. Okay, hopefully this goes well. I didn't have you in the correct place. Hopefully we have a bit of a build up over here, but it's going to take so long for the... it's going to take so long for you to get back. Oh, no, 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 no. I still got another skull to get through. Oh, please, I'm gonna need some help. Oh, I hate this. This is so bad. Like, yeah, I know my placements on my Paragons are rubbish, but still, this is just so stupid. Yeah, I can mostly blame myself for that one because of my Paragon placements. They just kept being stunned all the time, but I'm like, where else do I put them so that they can actually do damage to begin with? Like, his stuns just have too large of a blast radius, the stun duration just goes on for too long. That's why I really do not like Vortex when it comes to every single boss in this game. It is indiscriminate. Unlike the other bosses which have a particular target that it does very well against. So let's say Lich, it likes temporary boosts that it can recover its HP on or get even more HP. Phase doesn't like it when you have external camo detection, so it targets those, so that then those towers which requires those camo detection from external camo detection get disabled. But Vortex just like, I don't care what you are, if you're close enough, you're going to get stunned. Which is why I don't like Vortex. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. This is where this is going to end. Probably other channels would do this far better than I ever could, to be honest. Yeah, Felix and Punji have already uploaded their guides, so yeah. I don't know how I could actually be able to do this, really. I know, the starting cash was insane, but it was me down at the end of the day, not the game, it was me. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.